Hey TPT sellers, it's Mike Fuchigami. I'm the host of the SEOTpreneur YouTube community. I just had a revelation about failure. And I wonder if you can relate. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I'm sort of at a turning point and I have to decide if I want to focus on selling to teachers or to teacherpreneurs. Am I making what they need? This weekend, we had a fantastic workshop looking at the advanced data tool. One of the participants said this was the best workshop they've ever been on, which was kind of cool. During the workshop, this comment came out that TPT sellers, we spend a lot of time doing keyword research or data analysis, but really we need to make products that help teachers and are what they are actually looking for. This TPT seller gave an example of how they're helping the friend, and maybe that friend has been out of the classroom too long and they're creating amazing lessons, but they're not practical. And at the time I thought, yes, that's me right here. I am so out of touch, because I haven't been in the classroom for 5 or 6 years. And even if I'm making things that I would have used in the classroom, I don't know that I would be the same teacher now that I was 6 years ago, because the job's constantly changing. When I look at the TPT seller side, there's way more engagement. I get so many more comments on YouTube. I get 10 times the engagement on my email newsletter. And I'm making data tools that I know TPT sellers need, because I see what TPT sellers in the pro network need. They'll ask a comment and I'll think, oh, I wonder if I can make that. And then, a day later, ooh, let's play with this tool. I'm making things that TPT sellers like you need. And that's kind of exciting. Alex Hormozi talks about a starving crowd. If you could only choose one competitive advantage, it's that. If you sell to a starving crowd, your product doesn't have to be great. Your marketing doesn't have to be great. You will sell out because they are starving. His example was, we saw that during COVID with toilet paper. If I think about my ideal customer avatar, I have teachers who are in pain because they need something to teach right away. And if I'm being honest, most of my resources require prep. On the other hand, if I look at my TPT seller audience, this is the health, wealth, and relationship niche, which tends to be more profitable because people want to make money, people want to live healthy lives, people want to be in love. Then I started thinking about opportunity cost. Time spent working on TPT means it's time not spent doing something else, and maybe there's something more lucrative that you need to work on. I noticed that my sales on my TPT store are down, but the sales on my TPT seller store are going up. And although my teacher TPT store makes 10 times as much money as my TPT seller store right now, I think the TPT seller side might be larger than my teacher audience. Then I had an epiphany. I think what's stopping me from working full out 110% on my teacher store is a fear of failure. If I don't try to work on my teacher store, then I don't fail. Whereas if I try to work on my teacher store and try to improve sales and try to 10x my income, which was the original goal, and I don't do it, then I fail. It made me realize what's holding me back is not failure, it's fear. I went through some tough times. I went through a mental health crisis at school. And one of the things I learned is it's really about choice. It's about choosing to be brave. It's about choosing to keep going. I can do this. I can choose to face my fear and try to work on my TPT store, even though it might not turn out great. So I was thinking about failure. And as I think about failure, it makes me wonder, what are you afraid of in your TPT store? Some of us are afraid of charging a lot of money for a bundle. It's easier to make products that are $3. It gets a little bit scarier when you try to put them all together and ask for $100. After all, who am I to ask for $100 for this resource? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of putting in so much time and effort and then it doesn't work? Are you afraid about what your friends might say if they found out that you were trying to sell resources online? Are you afraid of copyright infringement or intellectual property problems? Are you afraid that you'll post a really great lesson online and then no one buys it? And what does that say about you as a teacher? It says nothing about you as a teacher, because you can have the best resource online, but if no one knows about it, then no one will buy it. And I say that with confidence because when I show some of the keyword tools that I'm developing to people, their minds are blown away at what we can do. And even though this product exists, only a handful of people are taking advantage of it right now. So if no one is buying your awesome lesson yet, we just have to figure out why people aren't buying it yet. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. This idea about failure, well, I only fail when I stop. The moment I stop selling on TPT, that's when I fail. But if I don't stop, if I learn to pause when I need to rest, and if I keep on going, then eventually, if I keep on trying different things, I'll crack the code and figure it out. I think something important for me to realize is if I fail, it doesn't mean that you fail or that I failed you. because I think that's important to me. I don't want to fail you. If I fail, it doesn't mean that these tools I'm making don't work. It just means that I haven't figured it out yet. Likewise, if I succeed, it doesn't mean necessarily that you will succeed. It just means that it's possible to succeed. It's sort of like proof of concept. What are you afraid of? What idea is holding you back? This video is for TPT hamsters and above. I'm going to be diving into some of the data tools as I try to turn my store around. This is part of my 10x series. At the start of the year, I wanted to 10x my income on TPT. I am 202 days away from the end of the year. And as you can see, I've made a fraction of where I need to be if I'm actually going to hit this 92K target. The blue line is how much money I've made so far. So that's 7.3 thousand. I'm thrilled to make $7,000 from my TPT store. But last time this year, I had made almost $11,000. I need to get back in the game and figure out why that is. I can't keep doing the same things, otherwise I'll get the same results. This month, compared to June last year, I'm down $200. And if I look at my year to date, I'm down 3.5K. And my biggest loss comes from my reading bundle, which is down 3.1K compared to last year. I do have a second reading bundle that could be eating away sales, but when I combine those two resources and look at the sales, I'm down about 2.5 thousand. So I thought what I would do is spend some time coming up with something new to try to reboot my sales on my reading bundle. I'm going to use the ABCD tool, which will be free for everyone once this channel hits 4,000 watch hours. And super excited because right now, we are 349 hours away from that goal. Lately, I've been pushing out a lot of videos about TPT SEO, and it seems to be paying off because in the last 28 days, we've had 525 hours of watch time. So if we keep on going at this rate, we'll be around 18, 19 hours per day, which means we have around maybe 19 days before we hit 4,000. Maybe the ABCD tool will be free for everyone at the end of the month. Fingers crossed. Some of us have been using this tool for a while now because it's available as an early bird sneak peek as part of the ultimate bundle. I'm going to go to my TPT seller store. I just type TPT seller and Mike Fuchigami TPT seller tips pops up. If I click on ultimate bundle and I get the bundle and download all, when I open up the zip file, it's this bonus file and it has a one-click copy link. In order for this tool to work, I need the data locker. For those of you who attended the workshop last weekend, we went over how to use the data locker. My last workshop this year will be next Sunday. If you're interested, leave a comment. I'm not going to run workshops again this year because I need to focus on my teacher store. So for the rest of us, just go to freesellertool.com, click on watch videos. And if you scroll down, here it is, how to use the data locker. And if you click on these links, it'll explain how to upload your data into the data locker. Once you do that, you unlock all of these cool data tools that I'm making. If I have a data locker that's up to date, I'm going to copy the address. I'm going to go to the ABCD tool and I'm going to paste it in to this orange cell. I need to allow access to the Google Sheet tool. Right now it's adding permissions. There we go. It's loaded up. Wednesday, June 12th is my most recent product stats. So I'm going to go to this ABCD tab. Now the product I'm interested in is number 45. That's my reading comprehension strategies mega bundle. If I didn't know what product number it was, if I open up this plus sign above the letter D, I just find the title of the resource. Here it is, reading comprehension strategies. And I see that in the CSV, it's product number 45. So let's close this tab. All right, I want to see how this product has done this week compared with this week last year. Today's date is June the 12th. A week ago, it would have been June 5th, and I have a product stats CSV file from there. Okay. And the time point I want to compare it with is last year this time. So I'm going to type 2023, and then it is June 06, and today is June 12th. So here I am going to click June 12th, and I'm going to compare it with 2023, 06, 05. Here we go. If I look at this week versus last year, my page views are up this year, 247 page views compared to 124. So I'm trying to figure out what's changed. One of the things I'm doing consistently is buying ads, and I can see here that I got the first spot here for English language arts. So although my page views are up, I don't know if the quality of the people viewing are great. And that's because although it says middle school English language arts here, if I clicked on ELA and then clicked on elementary ELA, I'll also show up first there because when we buy English language arts ad spots, It's for all grade levels. It's not for a specific grade group. My preview rate this year is way higher, and my wish list rate also a lot higher. But my sold rate is a fraction, 0.4 versus 2.4. And so what that's telling me is the price. The price is too expensive. People are waiting for a sale. It also tells me that I've done a better job of getting people to look at the preview. Now, I use a Chrome extension to save the HTML pages of the files as I back them up. And the instructions for my workflow are here. Here's my reading bundle. Let's see if I can find a file from this time last year, which would have been 2023. This is from July. And we know from the TPT SEO series that I do on Sunday that keywords are everything. Let's just compare the keywords for the titles here. This is what the resource looked like in March. Okay, so this one here is in July. So let's move that on the right-hand side. And the one on the left here is from March. Let's just see if there's a difference. Reading comprehension strategies, mega bundle plus different punctuation, but punctuation isn't included in search. It just gets stripped out. 6 to 9, reading strategies, worksheet lessons, the standards are there. So that hasn't really changed. The price was $35. The price was $35. If I scroll down to the description, yeah, it's pretty consistent between the March version and the July version. I'm going to put the July version on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I'm putting today's version. So one difference is the title. The rating has gone down from 4.5 to 4.4. That's a possible difference. Lessons, video, handouts, articles, reading strategy. So the cover here is what influences people to click on it when it shows up on TPT search. My page views are higher. I'm going to guess that this cover is working. If I scroll down, the categories are the same. The standards are the same. The price point is $34.99. So maybe it's a money thing. And the left-hand side is talking about everything you need to teach reading comprehension strategies in September. So that's something that I might consider doing. Right now, I'm just doing data analysis. Now, I have a product management tool that I've started, and this is resource number 45. I'm just coming up with things to do. I might consider price drop, and I might consider back to school language. What I like about this product management tool is I can click on, in fact, maybe I'll change it right now. All right, so here's my reading comprehension strategies. I'm going to save the HTML file before I make any changes. And I'm just going to write the full. Now I'm going to click on this edit link. Let's look at what the language was last time. Everything you need to teach reading comprehension strategies, perfect to review active reading strategies in September. So let's just copy that. I'm going to use that. And in fact, I'm going to copy this as well. 6 reading strategies, 6 differentiated reading passages. So I'm just copying what the product description used to look like. Let's see if this can help reboot sales. In fact, I'm just going to copy everything that was here up until the new product alert. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the old title. I'm going to put here differentiated reading passages. I might change the keyword title. I might do some keyword research on that. And on a whim, I'm going to try dropping the price to $19.99. That's half price. Then I won't make any sales. But then I might get the ball rolling again, and I might gradually increase it up there. Okay, $19.99. In fact, I'm going to write here at the top here. What's a good reason for having a sale on this resource? Summer school sale. This product is normally $34.99. Get it on sale, right? Maybe instead of $19.99, I'm going to put it as $24.99, but I'll put it on sale. How about that? So we're just experimenting here. I've got to kickstart the sales again. So $24.99. I changed the title, and I restored the product description that it used to be. So I'm going to now save this HTML file. I put $24.99 and old 2023 intro snippet. All right, let's save that. Control-Shift-T to reopen the page that was closed. I'm going to copy that URL. Now I have an event log where I meticulously track my changes because I'll forget that I changed this today. So I'm going to put here reading mega bundle, $34.99 price drop to $24.99 summer school sale, title change, remove the SEL language and replace with differentiated reading passage, and I restored the 2023 product snippet intro. Did I save the HTML? Yes. Did I do the product stat CSV? I did that earlier today. I did the task. So I'm just making a note in my event log. And if you want to see what the event log looks like, here's my dashboard. And if I paste in the URL of this resource, it just pulled up all the changes I've made to this resource. The last time I've changed this resource, I haven't changed this resource since April 9th, 2024. And I turned off the Eclipse sale. I dropped the price earlier on February 11th, and I didn't see a change in the sale. So we'll have to figure that out if that makes a difference. If you're looking for the event log, if you go to my TPT seller store and type event log in the search. There it is. It's product number 5 and it's free right now. By the way, the product management tool that I'm using, where I put my notes and I have quick links to edit things or view the pages, that's currently available for free on my TPT store. Here it is, TPT Seller 13 Product Management. Okay, so in the product management, I'm going to put here today's date, 2024-06 at 12, a price change. So I updated that today, June 12, 2024. But I really need to do some keyword research for that. The keyword tool that I'm going to use, it's currently available to SEOTpreneur Pro members. The Pro membership is $10 a month. You get a 14-day money-back guarantee, and you get a 30-minute Zoom call with me one-on-one to talk about your store. So it's a pretty good deal. I think I looked up differentiated before, but I'll do it again. See, differentiated reading passages, it's competitive. If I go high vault, if I type here differentiated, let's turn on the import switch. 139 reviews for the last resource on that page. Differentiated reading passages comprehension has a popularity rank of 62. Differentiated reading comprehension passages has a popularity rank of 21. So differentiated reading passages comprehension is definitely the way to go. Let's just copy this, select that. I'm going to go to my research page. I'm just going to go Control-Shift-V to paste that in. What is my title? Reading Comprehension Strategies, Differentiated Reading Passages Comprehension. If I put that at the front, see, it's too competitive. I won't get up there. Differentiated Reading Passages Comprehension Strategies, maybe? What else do I have in here? Reading Comprehension Strategies bundle. Okay, let's look that up. And now TPT is going to look up the auto suggest, and then it's going to pull up the number of competitors on that first page. Why is that getting an error? Resource set URL exceeds maximum size. Oh, it's too big. And these are for middle school. It is just way too competitive. I won't rank for that organically. I only have 35 ratings. All right, let's paste in my research notes here. Maybe I should put differentiated reading passages comprehension strategies, because 139 reviews is way easier to compete against than reading comprehension strategies, which has 505 reviews. What if it's just comprehension strategies? What pulls up then? Comprehension strategies, 31 or 190 reviews for my reading bundle as a possibility. What about just reading strategies? Popularity rank of 108. Oh my gosh. How does it only have 21 reviews? Active reading strategies is 5th. It's what? Okay, that was a little bit of a gem. Sorry. So yeah, reading strategies, reading bundle. Reading strategies posters has a search volume of 71, and I have posters, so maybe I need to start advertising that. Active reading strategies is also a search term, but it only has a popularity rank of 15, but that's better than nothing. So let's just put that in there. Okay, so if I go to my strategy, which is basically just a summary table here, reading strategies at the middle school level only has 21 reviews. I have 35, so I can compete for this. Reading strategies, and it has a popularity rank of 108, which is more than reading comprehension strategies, which is 61. So let's tinker with this title. This is my old title. In a future Sunday TPT SEO video, I'm going to talk about how you want to have the search words in a phrase close together as opposed to 1 or 2 words apart. You want them side by side if possible. I'm going to go reading strategies, posters. So I'm going to put that at the front. And then differentiated reading passages comprehension. Active reading strategies, posters bundle. I think I have to call it a mega bundle so I know what it is when people ask me about it. Differentiated reading passages comprehension. Doesn't all fit. Mega. Active reading strategies posters bundle. Do I need the word bundle? Yeah, I think so. Differentiated passages comprehension. Is this keyword bingo? You bet it is. Now, why don't I put reading twice? Because there's no value to having the same word twice. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to call it reading mega bundle. Everything you need to teach reading comprehension strategies, perfect to review active reading strategies in September. Now, I'm tired. Let's publish this, save the HTML as a backup, and then see what happens. Now I'm going to add an event log. Now my product management tool, you know what I need? I need to have a note, when am I going to check back in to see if it made a difference? If you're still watching the video, can you leave a comment? How do you remember? So I tinker all the time, but I forget about my little experiments. How do you remember to go back and check to see if things worked? Which seems like a silly question, but well, that's where I'm at. Now I have a keyword tool, reading strategies. Let's see where EduCircle shows up for this. It's loading. I'm going to change it to middle school. Imported XML content cannot be parsed. Did they break it? Maybe TPT has updated their page, so now it doesn't work anymore. That's a possibility. This is the unlimited TPT SEO keyword ranking tool. Let's download a fresh copy. Let's make a copy of the Google Doc. Now, there are many ways TPT could block this. Let's see if they have. Nope, this is still loading. So Maybe that page was just weird. Let's look up reading strategies, edgy circles. Do I show up here? Active reading strategies. I'm on page 3 in the middle for all grades. But if I go to middle school, where do I show up? Yeah, I show up on page 1 in the middle. Let's see what that looks like. So if you're typing reading strategies at the middle school level, most of these resources are $12. And there I am, $24.99. And I should be on rank 16. So let's just double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's all really an experiment. We try, we tinker. I'm on page 1. Reading strategies has some search traffic, so it's an experiment. But yeah, if you're still watching, how long do you wait before you measure to see if something worked? Let me know in the comments. Definitely watch Sunday's video. It'll be a good one. It's talking about words in our keyword phrases. Bye-bye now.